Hello everyone, this is Halloween Odds here, and today I'm going to be unboxing the Spirit Halloween 2021 Ophelia Animatronic. Now, you guys already know this prop was released at Spirit Halloween this year for the 2021 Halloween season. It is made by Crazy Create, the company that makes it, and it's retailing for $159.99. So, I finally got one today. I'm recording this September 29th. I also just got Mr. Dark today. I'll probably be doing a video on him soon. The reason why I'm doing one on Ophelia though is because this prop as of now has just barely got shipments, so seeing her in stores is still kind of a new thing, and I was very surprised to see that I was finally able to get her. I'm not very surprised Mr. Dark came in pretty soon. He was kind of in like that second era of shipments, because I did get, Grimm, and I already had Henry from Flagship, and Mr. Dark was kind of the last of those few to actually enter stores. But Ophelia is now kind of like one of the newest shipments recently, and so I'm very excited to finally be getting her and having her. I actually wasn't really planning on getting her yet this year. I did want her kind of like the half off sale, but my mom actually really likes this prop a lot, and I decided, it was her birthday recently, so I actually got her Ophelia because I know that I can make it work around displays, and if she wants it, I'll definitely get it. I'm not the only one who likes Spirit Halloween props in my family, so having a parent actually want something from there is pretty cool. But anyways, here's the box. Here's the front Ophelia. There's the top of it. There's one of the sides with the cool diagrams. Here's another side of it, and here's the back. So yeah, overall just a really small box. This box is really small. It's smaller than Huntress. It's very surprising how this all fits in this small box. It is a pretty cheap prop, but it's cool to see that kind of size because, if you're storing things, this won't be like a huge chaotic prop to store because it's got a very small box. So let's go ahead and take out the parts. I'm kind of nervous. It is Crazy Create, and they're known for doing really weird setups and having very complicated setups for, simple props. So we'll see how this goes. I am quite worried a little bit because I don't like dealing with him, but we'll find out here. Okay, so here it goes. So we got the instructions right here for Ophelia. Pretty cool. We got a shoulder bracket and where the sensor goes also. We also got looks like the Reaper's head. Not sure why the girl's clothes are connected. Here's the girl's clothes. Here's the Reaper's head. It is very small. Mine's kind of got funny eyes. I'm trying to see if it actually is like that. Maybe supposed to be that. One eye's kind of more bigger than the other one though. But that's pretty cool. Pretty cool head. Then we got 2 arms. Very nice. Then we got, let's see what we got here. This is probably her head. Going to be using one of these again. I don't have my screwdriver with me at the moment, so I'm just going to be doing one of these. Let's see how her head looks. Okay, so here is the head. We got fabric first of all. I'm betting this is for the Reaper. Looks like it. Pretty cool. We also got her head right here, and wow, pretty fine face. Hair's a little messy, but I can fix that. I know some Ophelias have like really weird eyes. This one looks fine to me right now. This eye's obviously more open, but looks pretty good. We also got this part right here. Not really sure what this is. We'll find out right here. And I apologize for using a plug. I just don't have any sort of sharp tool around me. Okay, so this is actually it looks like the mechanism, I bet, for the Reaper. Pretty nice. You can see that turning side to side mechanism. It's pretty cheap, but it's there. And then we got these. Here we go. So we got a shoulder bracket. I bet this is for maybe the top of it. I can't really tell yet. We'll find out. Then we got a big one right here. We also got another shoulder bracket right here. Got another one right here. Okay, we got screws and zip ties. Very nice. We also got an adapter right here. We got her control box right here. Very nice control box for sure. And then we also got this metal rod. Curious for this too. I'm not very familiar with the setup. I haven't watched any of her videos either. I've really watched a lot of prop setup this year, so I am excited to see this one for sure. Okay, I actually went ahead and grabbed the tool because I cannot cut these twist ties with a plug, so yeah, I'll just do this for now. Let's see. It's kind of hard to get. Okay, so these kind of just dropped out, but they're just the two metal poles. One extends. We've got another one right here that also extends. I also got a Ravenous Ruby with these two props. So now I have a few props to go ahead and review. I still need to review the new Stacking Stevie, the new Spider Batter Billy, and I will also do comparisons on those, hopefully. This is probably being posted in October, which is kind of like our big month for Haunters. I have a lot of content I want to produce this month, so certainly do that with those. But here we go, is the base. Classic Crazy Crate wooden bases, so overall very nice. And that's pretty much it for the unboxing, it looks like. I think aside from all this, looks pretty handy. Doesn't look too hard. I don't see any screws. Actually, never mind. Did see those that screw packet. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. But besides that, let's go ahead now and start the setup of the Ophelia Animatronic.
waking nightmare is just beginning. Your terror only makes me stronger.
Alright, so here's Ophelia after the demo, and I do actually have the Reaper kind of turned out over here so we can see him a bit better, or the Reaper demon guy right here. But anyways, here's Ophelia with the better look, and honestly I just gotta say she's actually a really cool concept for a prop. I mean, she is made by Crazy Create, which you can kind of tell just by the hands, the position. She almost kind of looks similar to Little Daisy from the Little Daisy and the Maestro prop, which is cool. I do like her a lot. I do have a few complaints, obviously, but originally I actually wasn't planning on getting this prop yet, just because I like it, but I don't know if I like it enough to like go ahead and buy right away. I mean, I definitely would have bought this prop sooner or later, but I don't think I would have bought her right away. But my mom actually wanted it for her birthday, and her birthday was a few weeks ago, and she wasn't shipped out yet to stores, so having my store actually get her is actually really cool. I am glad to actually finally own her. And even though it's like mainly my mom's because I gave her to her as a gift, I do think she does make a very cool little girl possessed prop. I mean, obviously there are some complaints, which I guess that I could start with first. So first thing I want to say is that my complaint with this prop actually comes with how it looks. Now, I think she looks really great overall, but some minor things. She does look a little cheap, number one. I mean, the whole Demon Reaper guy back here, he doesn't even have like a full body, and like if you walked by it from this view, yeah, it definitely, you know, looks pretty cheap. Up front is really where you want to have this prop at, because there's no really angle you can have this prop at, which just kind of sucks, because if you want to place this prop at an angle, it's gonna look bad. So luckily in my haunt, it's mainly gonna be facing forward. You're not really gonna look at the back of it. So I'm definitely glad about that. But yeah, I do think the Reaper could add more to it. I understand I can't really do too much to it, but maybe like a full cloak, at least to the bottom of it, because you can just tell they cut it off right there. It looks kind of weird, but it's okay. I can see why they did that, but it is kind of cheap. Also, the little girl kind of is just pretty basic. Besides, you know, her face and hands were cool, and even her dress is cool, but her body's pretty, you know, plain. It looks pretty fake. It's pretty stiff. Her arms are cool, but her whole body is kind of just flat. If you really did want to, you know, upgrade this prop, you could probably make it look a lot more realistic, make it more shape, because she didn't really have a shape with her body. It's kind of just this long dress. There's no really like interior design to make it kind of stand out, like no hip loops or anything. It's not that bad, but yeah, I mean, her only really like shape for her body is her arms and her kind of shoulders. There's no like hip loop in the middle, kind of give her a waist or anything, so that could be better. And I mean, I guess the reason why they didn't really add too much is she's kind of supposed to be like a budget prop. I mean, she costs $150.99 or $160, and personally, I don't think it's that bad of a price. I actually think it's kind of worth it, because you know what you get for this prop is pretty good. I feel like you get an overall pretty decent looking prop. I mean, you know, not from a side view, but from a front view, it looks pretty decent. And there's pretty good animation. The little girl moves her eyes, while this Demon Reaper guy kind of moves side to side on each side. Not like Graveyard Ghoul, but just a motor kind of twisting side to side, which I think does work pretty well for this prop. I like the concept and overall look. I mean, she could have looked better again. You know, there's definitely a lot of things they could have changed. One thing I definitely would have changed, and I think a lot of people can agree, is I don't really understand why she's pointing. She's just randomly pointing at something, and it doesn't really make any sense, because she doesn't talk or anything, so she's just kind of like this. She's groaning and moaning, and she's just randomly pointing. It's just weird. It just doesn't really make any sense. One thing I kind of did do was actually put some haunted dolls in her hands. It looks better, and I honestly am gonna do that for my haunted house. I'm basically just gonna have this teddy bear with her, because this doesn't really work that well. The pointing finger, it just doesn't really make any sense. She's pointing at nothing. It doesn't make any sense. I think if she could hold something instead, but it just doesn't make any sense why she's pointing. I would have just preferred if maybe she had a full, like a hand like this, and kind of just had her hand curved in. You can kind of pose like that because it just looks kind of weird that she just points. Her arms are posable also if you were wondering, so you can pose her however you want. So I'm probably not going to use this pointing effect. It just is dumb. I don't like it. I think that's my big complaint, and a lot of people are going to agree. And yeah, I mean, she could have looked a little better too. Again, she could have had more detail. This Reaper back here, this demon guy, he has a cool face, but again, he could have had more of a better looking body because it doesn't look that great. But and her face could have been a little bit more detailed, but I don't think it's that bad, honestly. It's pretty decent for what you get. Again, she is vinyl, I believe. Yes, she is vinyl. They both are. Actually, never mind. He's plastic, but she's vinyl, which does look pretty well. Nice, and her hair is pretty cool. It does get a little messy, you can kind of tell. I tried to make it as nice as possible. But it does get a little messy. So just be warned of that. But overall, there's not really much else to say about Ophelia over here. I think 160 is not a bad price. I feel like you're getting a pretty good animation right here. You got the moving eyes on the little girl while this demon guy moves side to side. It's just, I think it's well worth the price. I think it's a pretty creepy prop too. I mean, it's not executed in the best way possible, but I do think it works pretty well enough to go ahead and grab. Definitely a cool concept that has been done. I'd never really thought of a concept like this, so it's pretty cool to see this. She's not one of my favorites of the year. I mean, she's probably maybe top 10, maybe top 15. And she's cool. It's just, yeah, the pointing's kind of weird, but there's ways you can avoid that, of course. Again, she can hold something, but she's pretty cool. I mean, there's not really much else to say. I think the Reaper's voice is really cool too. The groaning and moaning is kind of uncomfortable on the little girl too, so I think it works. She's kind of in fear while this demon guy kind of possesses her, I guess you could say. So it is really cool to see this prop have a concept like this, and I'm definitely excited to use her. I'm probably gonna give her a stuffed soaked teddy bear for my haunted house. That's the idea I got from my friend, that fish guy, so that's something I might actually do for her. But overall, that's pretty much it for Ophelia. Not much else to say. I think if you're in the market for little girl props, I think she's fine for that. I think she definitely works. I think she's definitely acceptable to buy. I don't think I would have bought her right away if it wasn't for my mom, but she wanted it for her birthday, and I was like, you know what? I'll put it down on my list of props I want to get. And they texted me and said they had it on hold for me along with Mr. Dark, and I was able to pick them both up along with Ravenous Ruby. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, for overview and unboxing and setup of the Ophelia animatronic. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe to Halloween Haunted today for more Halloween videos, and I'll see you guys later. And it's October, so expect a lot more videos. And goodbye, guys.